Today, the moon continues in Aquarius, where we have the vibe of freedom and shaking things up, but also bringing in a breath of fresh air, some new possibility. And so, what does that look like? I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, April 4th, and we're going to take a little bit more practical look at how to work with the Aquarius moon and all the energies that are going on right now. So yesterday I was trying to give you all the information about eclipses and Mercury retrograde and the moon in Aquarius and some upcoming astrological alignments. So it's true, all of that is going on, and there's a lot to break down and think about, but also what does it mean for how we think about things and how we think about self-care? So all the things that are in the astrological alignments and in the energy, in the vibe right now have to do with sort of this transition from old paradigms to new paradigms. And so we have different ways that we're doing that, different ways it might be showing up in our lives, but it can kind of be boiled down to this time of transition. And I know we've been in times of transition for many, many years now. In fact, transition is a thing that's always happening. If you think about it, right? Things are continually moving, changing, emerging. Old things are going away, new things are coming in. So that's okay. That it's a human process of discovering more about who we are as we go along with these different waves of energy. But we can also tune in with the moon, right? And the moon sign gives us the vibe of the day or the mood of the day so that we can kind of align ourselves or allow ourselves to be in tune with how things are changing or what the transition looks like right now in this particular moment. So when we think about the Aquarius moon, which is today's moon and the mood of the day for April 4th. We have this energy of Aquarius, which is about getting outside the box. It's about breaking free of old molds. It's about stepping out of old constructs, opening the window to let in a breath of fresh air so that new ideas, new possibilities can come in. And so when we are working with this Aquarius vibe, we want to be thinking about how are we being open? How are we opening our minds to what things might look like, right? So the ways that sometimes we have to go with what we know because that's the most useful or most productive thing at any given time. But when Aquarius energy is present, it's reminding us that it's okay also to go with what you don't know. And so opening to the unknown, right? And letting in the the inspiration of future possibilities. So Aquarius very much aligns with the future. It supports us in envisioning a vision for the future, thinking about the ideal. What is the way forward when we let ourselves sort of get outside the box of how we have needed to do things because it's sometimes more helpful, or sometimes we need to be in that mode of let's go with what we know. So so to work with that energy, to align with that Aquarian energy, we want to do things like um letting ourselves be open, not needing to, when ideas come along, it's like, well, maybe I could think about that, right? Like just having an open mind and looking at things that we've done before and going, yeah, I did it that way, but that doesn't mean I always have to do it that way. Or I talk sometimes about, spacing out and the need for space. And Aquarius is like that. It wants us to clear out the clutter of our old thinking so that there is room for the new ideas to occur to us. So, new ideas, new thinking, and new possibilities all are what's going to support us right now for the vibe of April 4th. What is going to support us in aligning with the transitions that are taking place right now, with the shift that we're making from old ways of being to new ways of being. And that might look different for each one of us, but there is definitely a vibe in the collective that is saying what you thought you knew or the way things used to work isn't going to be isn't going to be what you can count on going forward. So you might as well align yourself with the potential of new solutions, right? New ways of thinking, new ways of being, and maybe even new possibilities for yourself. So these are the bigger picture. This is the bigger picture of change that we are currently moving through and letting go of who we used to be to ideally make way for who we've always wanted to be. Again, it's a process. So we're expanding into new parts of ourselves, expanding into new possibilities for ourselves, new perspectives, new ways of orienting ourselves. And that is the bigger picture, sort of the transition that we're going through. And the Aquarius moon, waning moon, ending, bringing the last few days of the Pisces moon cycle is just reminding us that to best align right now with that bigger picture of change and transition, that we want to let in new ways of thinking, maybe shake things up, maybe remind ourselves, hey, things don't have to be the way they've always been. All right, that's what I've got for you today. If you missed yesterday's video, go check it out for April 3rd. Lots of good information about Mercury retrograde in Aries. Mercury went retrograde on April 1st, will be retrograde until April 25th. Some other astrological alignments that are happening, a solar eclipse coming up on April 8th, and so on. So if you want all the details, watch yesterday's video for that bigger picture and all the information that I threw at you. So and then for today, just a reminder that none of that matters. We could throw out all the things we know or need to know and just be present with the willingness to change. So that's what I've got for you today. And thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. I have a guided meditation available for sale for the upcoming solar eclipse in Aries. Can support you in making the most of the new moon solar eclipse energies. So check that out. I'll put the link in the description for this video, and I have it on my website now. So astrologyheals.com, and thank you so much for subscribing. See you next time. I'll be here with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.